another staff meeting. So far this week, pretty good. Just a few errors from a couple of the lower ranking staff. However, Macklemore will be addressing the attitude for some of you guys and the behavior. A few of you guys need to work on that. Just try and be more polite and just trying to control the sit better. Because sometimes they do get really out of hand. As for what I have to say now, keep up the good work and remember to keep grinding. Those of you who show effort on management teams and doing staff work will get noticed, and you will be rewarded with better positions. Don't kick dots.
Why does it not have tags on?
Yeah. Who the fuck interviewed that guy?
User was moved to your channel.
What?
User was moved to your channel.
As well as XYM.
User was moved to your channel.
Oh, he's on his phone. That's probably why. Alright. We'll get those tags sorted out afterwards, but let's move on. So yeah, like I was saying, show effort on the management teams and keep doing staff work. You guys will get noticed and you will be rewarded with better positions. The server's been kicking ass lately in terms of numbers, and on some days the server's full for even more than 8 hours, so that's fucking insane. So keep up the good work. We're getting a lot of players, which means you guys are doing a good job. I would still like to see a bit more events from my game masters. That would be greatly appreciated, because I remember when I was a beginner, if I got on the server every day, it was because there's going to be an event and I knew it. And I knew it was going to be an awesome time. Trainers, I've been spectating a few of you guys. You guys are doing a good job. Just remember that as a staff member, training is one of your priorities, guys. You know, you're the one who's going to be the first person that these new recruits talk to. Show your best, be on your best behavior, and make sure that you're outgoing. You're showing that you're interested in the community, and you want to show them that this server is amazing. Intel team, make sure you guys are looking through each thread and putting in your input so that they can get looked at from a higher up on the Intel team. Our update should be coming by the by the beginning of next month to the middle of it, so keep your suggestions coming. As for recruitment team, you guys have been kicking ass. Got a shitload of team mods in the past week, so good job. Make sure that you guys are always on your best behavior as well. Look for players who are fit for staff, people who are respectful and have a good understanding of the game mode while maintaining good behavior, just like I expect from all of you guys. Mentors, you guys have your new director from last weekend, Prodigy. Me and him and the other officers are going to be making sure that the mentors are doing a good job so that the team mods can be stronger. Because that's the core of the staff team. If team mods are good and they move up, then the next set of staff are excellent, and then it just keeps improving from then on. That's all I've got to say. Ninja's not here, so we can move on to Macklemore.
Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by saying that always treat people who make tickets with respect, even if it's like the most retarded ticket ever. Because basically earlier, like this week, I was on my alt and I made a really stupid ticket, you know, like a really newbie question, and the person who took it, like, he really talked down onto me. Some people, you know, they might be foreign, they might not really speak English much, so they might not understand as much, or like know things that are as obvious. Also, like, make sure that when you're taking a ticket, you don't get mad. If a ticket's too difficult for you to deal with and you're getting frustrated, then make a COC ticket, get a help from a SMod, from a mod, whatever the COC is. And that's exactly why COC is there. It's there to help you, so make sure you really utilize, like, using it to like your best like ability. To all you new moderators, you're now eligible for the ICBC, and as a ICBC agent, you show a lot of leadership. Plus, it's a good way to get your name out there, because the two people that directly watch over the ICBC is Dr. Odyssey and Dan Danderson. As an ICBC agent, you filter out all the people that would be a minge in any way or just trying to mess with everybody in TeamSpeak. No intentions to actually play on Icefuse. And if you work hard enough as an ICBC agent, you can get the Agent of the Week tag that comes with 35 credits. This week we have a healthy competition going with the Clone Wars to see how many agents we can get. And so far we're winning by 5 agents, which in my opinion is way too close for comfort. So we're relying on all you new moderators to join the ICBC and finally turn the tide and start beating Clone Wars RP in pure numbers. And if you'd like to join, all you have to do is contact the military RP ICBC officer first meeting, and they'll explain everything that you'd need to know to be a good ICBC agent. Also, like a really big pressing issue that like I just want to tell all you T mods especially, and I don't know if there's any mods or anything, but the tags. And by tags I mean like IFN Macklemore HA as your Steam name. That is like a really big thing, and we probably passed over 30 promotions today because you don't have the tag. If you don't have the tag, you don't get promoted, and after this week, if you don't have the tag, you're removed. So, and we go through literally every single person every week to make sure you have the tag. Go over at random times of the week, so don't just take it out of your name, and there's honestly no point. Just keep the tag in your name, and just it'll all be well. We all have it. Lance has it. I have it. Mo has it. Just keep the tag in your name. EA doc, EAs, make sure you're using it. Like this is like a really big issue. All of you elite admins, I know there's maybe like fucking 2 of you in this fucking channel that are actually like using the EA doc, and I don't think that's acceptable at all, because when we don't know something about somebody, we look at towards the EAs, because we know you guys know what you're doing. We know that's why you're an EA. So if you go ahead and use the doc, then like you guys can be like our eyes and ears, because 6 people can't oversee 150. And yeah, after this, there's gonna be a little joint community meeting, and after that community meeting, there's gonna be an EA meeting, all the HAs. So go to Lance's channel after that, and we will conduct that. That's all I have to say. Mo already went over his points, so I'm gonna pass the torch on to Prodigy.
Alright, so as always, I need you guys to be +1ing and -1ing things on the apps, on the forums, mentorship apps, intel apps, recruitment apps, staff apps, all that.
User in your channel
Mods
timed out.
Plus, when you're whitelisting people, they're only allowed to have 2 whitelists for each factions, not including their donator jobs that they don't need to be whitelisted for anyway. So when you're whitelisting someone and they have 2 jobs already, say they have marksman and fighter, and they just pass the trials for another one, ask them which one they want to have removed and do that for them. Another thing I've been noticing is people AFKing in staff mode. Like they'll just get out of a sit and then they just AFK in staff mode. I don't want to see that anymore. Just hop out of it. It's not too hard. And to go on with that, I see people going AFK, staff members going AFK for hours on end. If you're going to be gone for 30 minutes or more, just leave the server and let more people join. There's no point in you holding a spot because you want to play later when you're gone. Let someone else come and play. In the end, you'll most likely just get kicked anyway if I catch you doing it. Another thing is, when the alarm's pressed, there doesn't need to be 7 admins standing there. If one guy grabs them and he's dealing with it, the rest just go back to RPing, let the one admin deal with it. And something I saw was a T-mod run all the way from DB to the alarm. Just let someone who can no-clip deal with it. And as always, my shameless plug to join the mentorship program for all you S-mods. I really need more people to be mentors. I don't see much anymore, and there's barely any applications up. So if you're an S-mod or above, think about joining the mentorship program. It shows that you're willing to help teach, shows that you can be a leader, and it really makes it look great.
User was moved to your channel.
And I believe that's it for me, so Mustard, go for it.
Alright, hello guys. I just have a couple of points to make today. First point is that, yes, you're a moderator. You can whitelist people that you do train, so you don't need to make a ticket for that. And my second point is, I've been seeing this a few times this week. It's mods who are trainers or trainer recruits pulling people into the recruitment room and telling those people to train. You're only a TR or a TRR. That means you do not have the right to pull people in to train. You're a trainer yourself, so why don't you train them instead of pulling people in? I think TRI plus are only allowed to pull people in. So yeah, TR or TRR, you can absolutely not do that.
And furthermore, it's an abuse of your staff powers. If you're doing that, like your staff has no affiliation. If you're doing that and we see you're doing that, then you're gonna be in a shitload of trouble. Just because your staff doesn't mean you can bully around the players. You're all the same within the trainer system.
That's right. And yeah, that's all I have to say, so I'll pass it on to Dirt.
Alrighty. Okay. So last week I brought up ticket times and how long it was taking to get responses to tickets that should have been less than 5 to 10 seconds. They were taking probably close 2 minutes. This week, I mean, we dropped it down probably to about 30 to 45 seconds, which is definitely an improvement. So it's definitely on the right track. So just continue to keep up that trend. Obviously, with our influx of team mods, good job recruitment team. We'll have more people on to actually handle those easy tickets, question tickets, donation help, stuff like that, or issues with data loading. I don't know why those tickets sit up so long, but apparently they do. So just continue to take the tickets as you see them. Always remember your staff work and your training come before your RP experience. So just if everyone does their part, you guys will always be able to RP. You'll never be stuck taking tickets more than you RP. So just everyone pitch in, and you'll never have a problem with it. Okay. So, in lieu of that, just do your staff work. It's not hard. Everyone does it, then we're good to go. That being said, if you want to take a break from your staff work and just kind of want to play and relax, GM Coast definitely needs the help this week. Their player count is dipping down a little bit. So if you are getting bored of military or you feel a little overloaded, just go ahead and head on over to GM Coast and let off some stress and just hang out. I think they're going to be making some changes to some rules because I know some people don't agree with the rules over there. Some things need to be changed, and I am one of those people. Just don't forget to check back in with military from time to time. We don't want to go at the server get unmanaged or anything. Also, address some reports between fellow staff members. I had a couple staff-related reports from one staff member to another. Situations got way out of hand. They got really heated. It's just unacceptable. We're supposed to be a team here. We need to work together and work proactively to make the server better. We're the #1 military RP server for a reason, and we want to continue to be that way. I don't need staff members fighting with each other all the time and causing issues, and worst case scenario, bringing it to OSE where the general player base can see it. If you have a problem with a staff member, you can talk to us, or you can talk it out in a TeamSpeak channel. That'd be even better if you guys could do it amongst yourselves. And pardon the voice crack, I'm like 12. If you could talk it out amongst yourselves and just figure it out, perfect. Okay. If it gets to the point where people are abusing each other and yelling at each other, then there's gonna be repercussions for that. We need to be a team here. Okay, and as always, thank you guys for your hard work. We're gonna push for that #1 spot. We've been dipping between #1 and #2. I know we can kick Superior's ass because they are lame and we are not. So that's all I've got.
My bad. I just want to add one thing. Could you guys stop jailing people for rules
User
that are written?
disconnected from your channel.
And like, one guy told me when I made a ticket on my ult, he told me stop making stupid tickets, which is unacceptable. We're supposed to be the best server here, so I want you guys to treat players with respect, no matter what rank they are, no matter what rank they are in game. That's it. Go ahead.
Also, guys, take all the tickets. Like, it can be a retarded ticket, it can be whatever. And also, if a player makes a ticket asking for a head admin, take it. Like, I remember I was on my alt, I made a ticket like HA plus for like rule clarification or some shit. And my ticket was up there for a good 2 minutes. And before like somebody came and took it and like answered the question. And the rule clarification I needed, like I just asked like what NLR was. And I mean, like, it was fucking easy. Like a team mod could answer that, even a normal player could answer that. There's no reason they should keep that up for an HA. And also, even like if a team mod or something, if like, I don't know, somebody breaks COC and I don't know, one of you sees it, just go ahead and take that. Like, if you're a team mod and you break COC, the rare chance that one of us HAs actually go to you will also get very, very angry at you for breaking COC, because there's a reason that COC exists. Anyway.
Oh, may I just add one more thing on here?
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing on other communities or anything like that, please don't minge, don't break rules and be a bad example. That just makes us look bad. I've had a couple people complain about that they're playing in other communities and they're getting themselves into shit. So, if you're gonna play in other communities, be respectful of their rules and their regulations there.
All right. That's all we had for PTSs from us. Can you guys look at the doc for a second? All right, but the
I'd say
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
See.
Let's do some PTSs.
Wait for the line, guys. Come on.
That's fine.
Prodigy line.
You got 4 PTS. 5.
You prank nerds.
Oh,
Oh shit.
put
4
in a line.
PTS. 5 P. Ooh, double PTS.
All right. Let's begin. Shabib.
Alright, so I'm just gonna say that the staff team shouldn't be using their admin powers to deal with RP situations. For example, going inside the DEF CON room. Mainly because that's the RP situation, it should be dealt through RP, and if they say, for example, a higher ranking officer tells the player to leave the area or the DEF CON room, and they don't, that's fail RP. It shouldn't be taken into an admin situation. That's about it.
If you can render out a payment through RP, like if someone's not listening to your orders, if you can give them PT instead of giving them a 5-minute jail and making a staff member come all the way over there for that, that's even better. The less staff interference we have in the server, the better. So give out as much PT as you want if people are fail RPing. If they refuse to do the PT, then call a staff.
Yep. Good point. All right. Thank you, Shabibi. Let's move on to Nick F.
Yeah, just a little tip for all you guys, especially you trial mods. The tickets that are very important are the training tickets. Those are the ones that the higher staff members always look at, people who accept it, because those are the tickets that take the longest. If you accept those training tickets, no one really wants to because it takes a while, but you should, because it improves our server a lot. It gets more people into our military RP, which has a better chance of us staying at #1 for military RP. Take those tickets, you will get recognized, and you have a good chance of promotion from that. So if you see a training ticket, you should be the first one to click it, because that's going to help you out in the long run and help our server out in the long run as well.
All right, thank you. Definitely agree with that. Training tickets are the quintessential thing for staff team. If you guys take those immediately, it's going to look really good on you. When I see them sit there for a minute and then someone takes it, then, I mean, it's better than the ones who just ignored it completely. It doesn't matter what rank you are, you're supposed to train. Even head admins are sort of required to train if there's nobody. All right, thanks, Nick F. Let's move on to Vason.
Alright, chain of command for team mods. I'm not sure if it's the mentors or the team mods just don't understand it. I've been having to come out of game and go into the team speak and have to pull the team mods aside to explain to them what it is. Because a lot of them don't understand it and they just go straight to like admin. And it's over not even like things they need, they just go chain command admin. I have to take those tickets because I know it's a team mod and I pull them aside and have to talk with them.
Yeah.
And they keep forgetting to return people.
User joined your channel.
That's been a big thing too.
Like, let's say they bring you to sit, they don't return?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
You
it's
guys
pretty
keep
simple.
in mind, you might only be an S mod, but if you see like a T mod, like not knowing what whatever it's called, like COC is, like not using it properly, like feel free to just go in there, like just respectfully like talk to them instead of just talking shit like in the team sequence, Like you guys can do that. It's not like you don't need to get an HA for that or like their mentor. Like,
User
just
was
go talk to
moved
them,
to your channel.
Oh, have y'all finished with y'all's meeting?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll take a torture. Thank you,
User
Jason.
left your channel.
Hello.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I say torture. It's fucking Ryu.
Alright. So I don't know from where the moderators get this from. Apparently they keep, I know one of the head admins already stated this, but the moderators, you can whitelist the recruits yourself. I don't know from where you get this from. You keep asking whether or not you can whitelist the recruits yourself. Yes, you can do that. And also,
Mhm.
this is a tip to the staff. I know I should mention this in the staff meeting, or sorry, the trainers meeting as well. But please take the trainer tickets, or make sure to check
Yeah,
the
we can't
recruit
say it
book every
enough.
once in a while.
Those are the fucking most important tickets to take. If they go up for like 2 seconds and someone snags it, it's gonna look good on you.
And literally, people keep asking me, well, why have they been promoted yet? And probably because you don't train that often, or probably because you're not doing enough training for the TRIs or TROs to notice. If you keep this up, if you keep taking trainer tickets, if you keep training, then you will basically get promoted. You will be rewarded. I've seen a lot of good training this week, but I've seen most of the trainers like
All right, we can't go too long, Ryu. We
Alright.
have a meeting in like pretty soon.
Alright
Is
then.
that all you had to say?
One more thing. Do not allow a non-trainer to train. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you.
One quick thing. Make sure you guys know roleplay punishments from staff punishments. If someone tells you fuck you in game or something, you could PT him till his legs fall off, but that doesn't mean he gets jailed unless he's fail RPing. So make sure you guys know the difference between staff punishment and roleplay punishment.
Yeah, try to deal with everything in roleplay. It just makes it easier.
All right, let's move on. Lasagna.
Alright, so for me at the moment, this is an incredibly awkward situation. I used to be a trial mod about like maybe a few months ago or
You
so.
still have
like
the
something like
tags?
that. Yeah, I still have the tags. I plan on reapplying.
Yeah, you can
Alright,
reapply
yeah.
probably right now because
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. So yeah, sorry about the whole situation.
You can just type that in the chat next time. You don't have to sit through a whole meeting.
Oh, okay.
All right,
All right,
Cram.
sorry about
Oh no,
that.
Cram
User
didn't want a
joined your
PTS.
channel.
All right, last PTS for Morrissey.
Right, there's training tickets. Seeing a trainer, well, not a trainer, but
User
basically,
joined your channel.
USPV2 trainer and recruit. It's got that service that no one's training anyone. That PV2 had to train someone. I mean, it's not that. It's just that I don't know. They just decide to train. So when someone needs to be trained, like just try to go there as soft as possible. Because sometimes PV2s will just go there and train people. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
that's what Basin said.
Yeah,
Make sure
I've
that
seen at least once
non-trainers
a day.
are not training people.
I'm one more thing.
Sorry, I have to interrupt your last PTS. I'm sorry, this is important. Did you guys already do your promotions, Lance?
No.
No.
How come?
We do it after.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry, I'm gonna cut that last PTS. Can you do them right now? This is important.
Okay.
We're only
Yeah.
doing these. This is like a monthly kind of combined staff meeting, so just do
Yeah,
them
sure.
right now if you don't mind. Let's
Alright.
make it quick.
Going from T-Mod to Mod is Ryan Cooper, Soap, Hash Brown, Mango Kiwi, Apex, Ant,
Post in the
Aaron,
chat.
Quiz, I will after.
No, I have the channel description.
Dirty, XCM, Papa Smurf, Merrick, Bubbles, Cram, Odell, and Walrus King.
Okay. A lot of names you got to type in there for people to go.
All right, mods to S mod, Cat in the Box, Jinx, Proverse, Dondre, Andrew, Thatch, Wolfie, and Zins.
Put that in the chat.
Good work, boys. Yeah.
Kiddo. Yeah. Waiting on Lance to post. There we go. Okay, S mods, admins, Critch. I already got it. Lanning, Duckley, David M, Cat, Heaven, Nick F, Locke, and Backwoods.
Admins T, Elite Admins, Del Toro and Tonki. And if you didn't hear your name, the channel description is gonna have a whole list.
And then the last one,
Your
no head
channel
admins, or you
was
guys are good?
edited.
No, how happens.
So
Okay,
we
cool.
got.
So,
All
so
right.
is that everybody? Okay, awesome. All right, we'll get you guys all your promotions. And sorry, I got to do the combined staff meeting.
And
but
staff of the week,
after
by the
disconnected
way,
from
is
your
Heaven.
channel.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Is who?
Heaven.
Heaven.
Kevin. Oh, okay. What do you?
No, Heaven.
Heaven.
Oh, Heaven. Oh, yeah, the black guy. Yeah, that's right. Gotcha.
Yeah, Kevin, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? So, is there any other things you guys want to write in, or?
No, that's it.
Nah, that's it.
Okay,
Move
everyone
us.
that's phone needs to be trained. Don't worry. Look, after the combined staff meeting, those who got their promotions, go to those respective channels. You'll be set. Okay. I'm gonna bring everybody up. All right.
And you guys remember the EA meeting right after this.
User
Go to Lance's
disconnected
channel.
from your channel.
Okay,
User
awesome.
disconnected
Here we
from your
go.
channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was
Here I
moved.
come.
User was
Oh,
moved.
goody.
Floodgates
my
have
lag.
opened. Okay,
User
okay,
disconnected from your channel.
Don't make me. I have to do this now. I'm so sorry. Hang on.
Your channel was
'Cause
edited.
I don't want anybody else. Hang on a second. Oh. And hang on. There we go. Okay. So
User
to all
left
of
your
you, this
channel.
is the combined staff meeting. We have about 233 of us in here. The extra 33
User was moved
people
to your
are
channel.
mostly GM Coast staff. So those are our sorry, GM Tropics now, since we've changed the name of it to the server. So I've got a couple of things. Let me pull up my agenda here to let you guys know what I need to talk to all of you about on all of our servers. I've got some big important announcements, so please listen. I know if you're in sits,
User
just
was
pay
moved to
attention.
your channel.
It's really, really important, and please no interruptions, and please kill your children if they are talking. No, I'm just kidding, Xander. And if you guys want to record this, that's perfectly fine. Please do not use TeamSpeak to record. Please use third-party programs such as Shadowplay or other programs. Okay. So, so GM Coast has officially now evolved into GM Tropics.
User was
It
moved
has
to
officially
your
evolved
channel.
into GM Tropics, and I'll explain to you guys what's going on with that. Gale is going to release a new map today for GM Tropics. GM Tropics is the map itself is actually a tropical map. Why I'm saying GM Coast is now considered to be evolved, because the map that we had before was like a coast. That's what it first started as. The grand plan of the whole thing was to turn the server from a coast into a tropics, because the map wasn't ready yet. And that was the plan for the server the whole time. Our launching sync was the coast, and people said, oh, this is pretty cool. Now we're becoming the official new Dark
User
RP
was
server,
moved to
which
your
is
channel.
GM Tropics. That is going to be our official now name, because we officially have the new map. Most of the programming is ready to go, and now the staff is on an uprise of building. I now have 5 head administrators, and we have over almost 60 staff. And I'm looking for a division leader within the next couple of weeks. So once we hit the 100 staff mark, which we will do. But now this goes into the big question about the other 2 servers, our sister servers, Clone Wars and Military Roleplay. What's so important about our sister servers is that we need to focus on the population, and I'll explain. When Military Roleplay first came out, I remember that me and Crisis had to always go and grab people from Clone Wars to come and help us populate the servers. It was a constant thing. I always remember that very well. And I always appreciate the Clone Wars server for helping build a sister server. Because I'll be frank with you guys, if it were not for Clone Wars, Military Roleplay wouldn't have the population it would need today. And because of that, we've always had great relationships between our 2 servers, because we've had to build one another. We've always helped each other out. Well, now is the time again for us to do that for our new server, our sister server, GM Tropics, which is way more easier this time, because now we have 2 servers to look out for. And I'll explain why this is so important. Throughout this year, Icefuse Networks' goal is to create between 6 to 8 servers. That is my personal goal with Corvezio, and it is accomplishable. But it will only work if the community steps up with us. And I'll explain how. With each new server that we build and create, we need staff that will help us push the server up. Regardless if you're a staff on another server, we're looking for people who want to step into the game and help us out, who want to make sure
User
that
disconnected
the
from your
success of
channel.
the server is with all of us together. So I have a promise for you all that I'm
User
going to
was
commit
moved
to,
to
and
your
know that
channel.
for sure that when I make this promise, it will be well kept, because I always keep my promises when it comes to this community. And everyone knows that. I've never let down on a promise for things that I'm not going to be working on. If our sister servers, Clone Wars and Military Roleplay, help dedicate their time to helping build GM Tropics for the rest of this month, I promise you all that and the faster you guys help me with this, I will work on the Clone Wars and Military Roleplay updates within as soon as possible. And I'll explain why I mean this.
User
Because
in your
I
channel
can't
timed
go
out.
and do the Clone Wars and Military Roleplay updates, because I need to focus on GM Tropics' success. I need to get 100 staff. I need to get a division leader for that server. I need to make sure the server is very successful. Content-wise, you guys don't have to worry about that. This is about a community thing. We need to support each other, because if you guys can help me do this with Tropics, I promise you that I can go and do your guys' updates, and it wouldn't even take me that long, because I already have 90 models for Clone Wars, the new lightsabers. I actually already started working on those in secret. Nobody knew about them. And I already started working on some military roleplay new models as well. And I started fixing some of the military roleplay jobs when I was bored. I was doing that less than a month ago because I had to focus on GM Tropics now. But the thing is I require from all of you as to help our sister server, please help us build the server by populating it. If you're a GM, if you're a Clone Wars staff, you're an admin, you say, you know what, I want to go help out the server today. I want to go play and make an org. Let's go do it. Let's build the server to 128. Just give the staff resources that it needs every time it needs to be. Going from
your channel.
Or building the staff resources that it needs to be, whether it's from military roleplay or Clone Wars. We want to build those two together, because here's the reason why. When we finish doing that for GM Tropics, when I want to build the 4th server, it's going to be so much more simpler to pull from 3 different servers. Or for example, if we're going to do, like for example, when I say I want to do Halo roleplay, let's say I want to do that kind of server, because I want to do it. And by the way, I've already started coding jobs for it. And we want to do a Halo roleplay. Well, when that 4th server comes up, well, we're going to need a lot of help from Clone Wars, military, and GM Tropics to help build that server. The only way our servers can build up is if we work together. So I promise you all, the faster that you other 2 servers help us build GM Tropics and help build up the staff, not by transfers, but just by playing on the server and help build the population together,
was moved to your channel.
I can get to your guys' updates faster.
User left your channel.
So my time period goal, my personal time period goal, is I want to help by the end of the month. That's my goal, because the faster I can get a division leader and I can get the server situated, I don't have to work on the server anymore. I can just let it build. The division leader can focus on the server, and then I can go to Clone Wars and do their update, and then I can go to military and do their update maybe before the summer even starts. So it all depends on you guys helping us out with that. And military roleplay, I thank Lance so much for helping bring in so many people. He's been doing that for the whole week for me. Clone Wars, you guys have been helping too, but not as much as I needed. Because again, it's really important for me to do that. And to Prodigy and some of you guys, I'll get you guys for my bet. I did lose the bet too, guys. So that's for something fun. So, anyways, please, guys, it's my promise to you all. The faster you guys help me with GM Tropics, the faster I can do your guys' updates. So if you have the time, you're in the middle of the day, because guys, the servers are always going to be full. Let's be realistic. If we had half the staff, not even the goddamn server, one's going to take over, whether it's 212, 501st, or whether it's Army or Navy, they're all going to take up the server. It's regardless. We have one of the greatest servers. It's not a question, and we can survive for you guys can survive for a good week without even fully playing on your respective server. And yeah, Lance, you also agree with that too. You know it. You know we don't even need to be on the server.
Strong even without the staff team. Like yesterday, just as an example, I think we had 40 military guys go on GM Coast, and military was still at like 118 players.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it's okay. And I call on the Clone Wars to do the same thing, because here's the thing, Clone Wars, I'm doing your update first. If you guys help me get a division leader for GM Tropics, the second you guys help me do that, I will start working on the Clone Wars update. The second I get a division leader, my hands are off GM Tropics. The division leader is going to go on, and then I'm going to go straight back to Clone Wars like I usually did every morning and say, all right, guys, let's go work on ST. Let's work on new lightsabers. Let's go back to the Jedi Order. Let's talk about your guys' new temple, the new models I'm getting you guys, Madame Jocasta, all these cool new things I want to put in. And then right after I'm done with doing that, I'm going to go straight to military roleplay, talk about your guys' jobs as well, new content I want to put in, new weaponry, maybe some new skins, some new... I'm going to go all out. And plus, we're going to talk about Taliban, maybe Russia, maybe United Nations, a lot of crazy cool ideas. But all of you will get it when you guys help me with GM Tropics and our GM Tropics staff. Let's support our sister server, and let's continue to grow on. Can I get a +1 for you guys to help me out with this? From all of you guys, can a +1 in the chat for you guys all to help me out with this? That's your guys' honor agreement for that. So please help me out with this. I appreciate it. You guys do a great job. You guys understand that. So now I have a couple of other announcements as well. One thing I want to let you guys know about is I want to introduce a couple of people to you guys. One person particularly. Everyone remembers Purple here. Purple, came out of nowhere after slaying bitches on the Trump campaign. But I have another new advisor to the community. His name is Ron. Advisors in Icefuse networks are people who are specifically designed to help me and the servers and advise me on what I should do to keep the success for the community. Ron and Purple have always been helping me with this. Purple's helped me months before. Ron is very new to the community. And Ron can speak for himself. If you want to introduce himself to everybody, go for it, Ron.
Thank you. So, hello everybody. Some of you may know me by now. I introduced myself to a lot of the head administration and whatnot for all servers. Added you guys on Steam, etc. But I'm here to help. I'm going to be helping in areas that Odyssey assigns and introduces and stuff like that. So I may be coming to some of your meetings. I'm here to give
User
you
in your
guys
channel
sound
timed
feedback,
out.
advice, and be able to soundboard. Meaning any head admins, managers of divisions, directors, etc. Feel free to come to me if you need to speak about something you can't get in contact with an executive, etc. I can get that passed up the chain of command for you. I have years of experience in previous community management, development, administration, etc. So I'm here to, be a leverage for all you guys.
User entered your channel.
So thank you so much to everyone that has welcomed me into the community so far. I am really overwhelmed by the friendliness and open arms,
User in your
honestly,
channel
that
timed
everyone
out.
has given me, even in my short 3 days that I've been here. So thank you very much to everyone that I have met. I'm glad to be here and look forward to meeting more of you as time goes on.
Awesome, thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. Hey guys, let's give Ron a warm welcome. Everyone
User
type
in
R
your
in
channel
chat.
timed
Everyone
out.
type R in chat. R for Ron, guys. That's how it's gonna be. R for Ron. Oh God, the chat. That was a really
Thanks,
fast
guys.
chat. Yeah, anytime. So appreciate that for you guys for doing that. So some closing things I want to say, and I'll be finishing up this combined staff meeting. I'm not gonna do these every month, but I'm sorry, not every month. I'm not gonna do these every week. I'm gonna do these probably like once a month or maybe once every 2 weeks, unless it's very, very important. Next week will be usual meeting schedules. Everyone's coming on Fridays. We're gonna continue that kind of system in case there's an emergency. So next week, you guys do your meetings, get your trainings, boom, you guys are done. Unless I require a combined meeting like this, it'll be very important. And I'll probably do this when I'm talking about either some big announcements to the community or some other big announcements regarding moving forward with some of the updates or maybe have a new server. I do promise you guys this summer we will launch a new server. And some of you guys have been saying Odyssey will be Halo roleplay. I have no idea. Will it be a new Dark RP? I have no idea.
User
It all
disconnected
depends
from
on
your
how me and
channel.
Corb have talked about it. I'd like to do a Halo roleplay. I think that sounds like fun because
Nope.
the same thing like, oh yeah, I'll tell you why, because Lance was telling me about this. Military roleplay before we came into that category had like what, an average of like how many players? Like wasn't even a lot of players, was it, Lance?
It was
User in
dead.
your channel
It was
timed
dead
out.
It was
game mode.
dead. Yeah. Icefuse networks were good at populating game modes, except for medieval roleplay. I'll put our hands on that one. That was terrible. Yeah, I'm glad we shut down. Yeah, no, but there was no other medieval roleplay servers, but there are other Halo roleplay servers. But that's something for me. Our goal, guys, and here's the envisionment of Icefuse networks that I want you guys to get, and I'll close this off. We're gonna grow so big, and I mean
User
this
entered
very,
your
very
channel.
sincerely. And not only will we have the number one
User
TeamSpeak in the United
disconnected from
States,
your channel.
but my goal is at the end of this year we get at least 1,000 TeamSpeak users. My goal is that we continue forward in building more Gmod servers because Icefuse Networks is not only a community that is just for Gmod. We're looking to go more
User
than just
joined
one
your
game.
channel.
The days that you guys are going to be coming in this TeamSpeak, for those who plant their seeds now with us, you're going to see days where you come in and you're going to see thousands of people in this TeamSpeak, and you're going to see categories. One says Gary's Mod with all these bunch of servers in there, and one says Rust, one says Minecraft, and you're going to see
User was
thousands of
moved
people
to
in
your
here.
channel.
Internationals, Americans, Canadians, and maybe even even Germans. Why not? They're trying to take over. I know the Aussies are. The Aussies are always trying to take over. For Christ's sakes, half of them are almost our leadership. But overall, it's going to be a great, great year that's going to be going on for Icefuse Networks. We're finally breaking the barrier of having
User
not
joined
only
your
just
channel.
2 strong servers, but 3 strong servers. And Corvezio greatly appreciates all of you guys for the work that you do. He works tirelessly all the time to make sure that we have the best quality servers. And I work tirelessly all the time to make sure that we all listen. We're all here to vote. We're all here to speak our opinions and to work with each other because this is the number one community in Gary's Mod. It is a hands down fact. Nobody can reproduce this like we can. This is the new age because when we're done with Gary's Mod, when we're done finishing that, it's on to an all new game. It's on to an all new system. And we are unbreakable. I don't believe in the idea that we're too big to fail. I believe in the idea that we're big enough for success. We're big enough to keep going. You will work hard. You will have fun. But keep in mind, at the end of the day, we are here for each other, and that is what Icefuse Network stands for. So keep this in mind. I appreciate the work that you all do. And also keep in mind that we are all here to keep you as support, regardless what goes on in your lives. We hope that your work success is always going to be going forward. We hope your high school and your exams will go as great as well. Also hope that you guys always remember, keep America great again. Oh, and also your other countries, wherever you guys come from. I mean, we got to love this country, and we got to love what this opportunities have come with. Do you want to say something, Purple, before we end this off? Because I know Purple wants to say something.
We are going to build a great, big, beautiful wall
User joined your
in
channel.
between Icefuse and what's the name of that other shitty community?
Superior Servers.
We're going to build a great big wall, between Superior Servers and Icefuse Networks, and those pieces of shit are going to pay for it. Believe me on that. Believe me on that. Thank you.
Yes, believe him on that. And
Thanks,
one
Trump.
last thing